today, and well, nowadays, is distribution and getting as connected as possible to our readers is one of the top priorities of all publishers. So this is why today we are going to be focusing a lot on Amplify and a whole lot new set of features to help you be more productive and hopefully grow your audience. So there is a lot to cover. Hopefully it's not going to be like a long one, but again, let's jump into it directly. And the first thing that we want to share is that we are super excited to announce that Marfeel has officially become an enterprise partner of X, placing us among selected group of technology providers worldwide that has full access to X social publishing environment. So I'm super happy to share this with you. That's going to be included on all our paid Amplify plans. And this means that all the data from X is going to be available and that you can publish to your accounts without any fancy or a kind of cumbersome integration. You don't need to provide any API code. You don't need to be outside of the GTOs or terms and conditions from X, formerly Twitter. So that's all on us. So happy to share this big announcement with you all. And hopefully that's going to help you better reach your audience. As part of today as well, we are announcing new formats. So I'm going to jump directly into the platform. And I'm going to be using today our friend's account from Costa Rica, which, thanks a lot for your support. And the first thing that I want to share with you today is, let's get into the mods. So we've increased our support for things around WhatsApp. So the first thing that we've added today is support for polls. So as I was saying, this is something that, wrong feed. As I was saying, we want to help you to be as close as possible to your users, to have like a bidirectional channel where you can talk to them or at least get their opinions and things. This is why, starting today, you can start putting polls in place, which is fantastic. As you will see, polls will become like the polls that you are used to see on WhatsApp, and your readers on your channels will be able to answer those questions. But given that we've also announced X, I want to make sure that, we also support that on X. If I go into X, I can publish as normal, just using Amplify. And something that is available as well are polls on X. Again, super interesting. Your monetization teams, your branded content teams are going to be very happy about those features. And you can operate starting today those polls at scale. Another thing that we've got lots of requests about was that, we do lots of really cool things around images. There's a lot around that coming, but something that you've been asking is video. So I'm happy to announce as well that starting today, we support video on Facebook, and you will see also on Instagram. And it's as easy as uploading the file. That's creating you like a previewer of the video. You can just drag and drop here. That's going to take like a snapshot that you will be able to use as a thumbnail, okay? And that thumbnail is going to appear here. You can apply templates as you are used to, and that's going to be published automatically to Facebook and also into Instagram. So same thing for Instagram. If I go into Instagram, sorry, I'm just fat fingers today, just clicking the wrong thing. You can see photos and videos are now fully supported, and you can start distributing. What is coming as well is YouTube and TikTok. So we are on final stages. Some of our customers already have it on beta pre-release. In case that you are super interested on those channels, talk to us on the chat or even ask your account manager, and we will make sure that you are included on the early access days for video publishing on both YouTube and TikTok. Something that we see publishers doing a lot on social networks is branded content. Branded content means that someone pays you to just distribute like an article via social networks, or that you just craft like a share message along the lines, and you like bundle your ads both on page and off property on your social networks. It might be like a mention, it might be like a hashtag, it might be lots of different things. For those of you that are, aware of what branded content is, is this kind of things that when you publish it on Facebook, there is like the disclosure from in this case from Meta that it's a paid partnership. Same on Instagram, it's shared in a different way, so it just comes as a tag. Starting today, you can just manage this from within the platform as well. So there is like a new settings tab on every post where you can tag collaborators, which is the name for branded content on Instagram, and on Facebook. You can go as well onto settings, and it's called branded content. And on branded content, you can just search as you type, find your provider, your media partner, and you can just tag them here directly. We are going to be informing the social networks, which is super important. So informing this is part of the that's part of the compliance things from Meta. And you need to do that, right? So also by declaring who is the advertiser or the collaborator is going to have a shared visibility on the metrics. There's going to be like a joint attribution, and also the performance metrics are going to be shared. But again, most importantly, this is very important because compliance. So it's required for sponsored content under Meta's transparency and advertising policies to just declare those things. So happy to share with you that this is not now something that you can automate as well from Amplify. Something that is coming, as I've mentioned before, is this same branded content disclosure feature. It's coming into YouTube and on TikTok. So paid partnerships are always going to be managed from within Marfeel. Something else that we've heard a lot from you is that to give wider visibility, especially for those of you on regional newspapers or regional publications, is that you want to geolocalize your posts. Because, for example, if I'm in Barcelona and I post something from Barcelona, everyone in Barcelona is going to see like my content with a little bit of a boost. So, for example, this is how geolocation looks like on Facebook. I've posted this, and it's saying that I'm in Barcelona. So I'm happy to announce that this is now fully supported from within Amplify. So, for example, on Facebook, you can come here, and I can say, hey, I'm in Barcelona city, or you can be elsewhere, wherever you want, and you can tag anything, or like Sagrada Familia, or you can tag like everything that you would tag from within the Meta platform. It's fully supported both on Facebook and Instagram. So yeah, you should have everything just to amplify and widely distribute your posts. Last but not least, let's get into Instagram. You know that you can tag people, which is one of the super interesting things. So starting today as well, because everything that I'm sharing today, it's already in production. We are rolling it out as I speak. You can tag anyone from within on Instagram, and you can also mention anyone on Facebook. So for example, let me show it to you. So I'm on Instagram. I can click on this button. That's gonna add here like a label, and I can start tagging the name of the user that I want to tag, and that's gonna be mentioning the user. So that's me. Fantastic. We've got it, and you can add as many. You can tag as many people as you need. Let me just clean this a little bit and get into fresh state, because we've got more. So something that has got a lot of traction is the visual creation of images, right? So for example, I'm going to get into this one, for example. Well, it doesn't really matter. Let's go for this one. So I'm going to be publishing on Facebook. And here I have like a white and black picture. And that's a standard template that we've got, the minimalist one. Something that we've got is that, this logo, for example, doesn't look good, right? Because it's white on top of white. And a lot of people are saying, hey, can I add variants into the logo? The answer today is yes. So you can upload logo variants. And for example, for a case like this, you just click on the black one, and it's going to be swapping it. Users, social media managers are not going to need to upload those logos every time. Okay, so the system has like a logo library, and it's starting to manage all the logos. So, and your designers can take ownership of this and only make available the right logos. So from a brand perspective, it's always safe, and you always have like a consistent branding. On the same way as creating variants for logos, there might be little permutations that you want to apply onto those kind of layouts. So this is black and white, but imagine that I want to apply, I don't know, let me just go into a more generic logo, like for example, this one. And this logo has branding colors, orange, blue, and yellow. So imagine that the designer has decided to allow me to change, I don't know, those kind of text combinations or text styles. So for example, yellow background with black letters, or like another permutation that is allowed and by the brand is using the orange, and all those things without having to use the more complicated color picker. All those text styles is what allows us to create different variants. And as I was sharing here, again, you can just create all those permutations. You can declare at the administration level which are those text variants, those logo variants, so that then your users can go and use them. Also, and following on with this, something that we've added, and let me just change something that we added, I don't know, that was a while ago, but are Facebook presets. So Facebook presets are text-based kind of slides. You can choose from a different set of backgrounds that this doesn't come from our design team, just to make sure that you understand that comes directly from Facebook. And I can say, hey, I want to publish this text with this image as a background. And it turns out that when you use Facebook presets, the distribution that Facebook is going to give to your posts is going to be way bigger. So we are adding today, and I think that it's still not rolled out, but it's going to come later today, a lot more presets that you are going to be able to use, just coming directly from Facebook. The other thing is that normally Facebook presets are combined with linking first comment. So it's a mechanism not to put the link directly on the body of the post, so you get wider distribution. And something that a lot of people wanted to do was adding emojis. So we are adding as well like an emoji picker. And I don't know, if you don't know what is the emoji that you are looking for, you just type whatever you want, and that's going to give you the emojis. So emojis should be now implemented on all text boxes, even comments and all the settings, so you can use them wisely. Okay, so let me breathe. We've seen lots of new little things here and there that are just helping us create the kind of content that you want to distribute. And once distributed, you can see the performance of those posts on the Amplify reporting part. Okay, so for example, here I'm seeing that today so far, this publisher has published 111 posts, which is great. Something that we just deployed as well is the same view at the campaign level. So this is new. Before you couldn't see like aggregated metrics. We are now aggregating metrics, so you can see at the content at the post level, how is it performing across different networks as a whole. Okay, so you can decide what to do with it. And you may think, hey, what can I do with that? Okay, so let's take a look because there is a lot of new things coming. So imagine that I'm going to go to yesterday, and I'm going to sort by like, I don't know, posts that brought in like lots of clicks, for example. This article, this post might still be relevant today. So something that I'm happy to announce is that you can now repost the same post. So the system is just going to pick up all the setup, all the text that you published yesterday, the image as you did it yesterday. Even if it's a campaign, we also want to respect it and publish it to different ways, to different channels. And once you've got that, you can publish it now, or you can schedule it for later. So for example, a very common use case that we see publishers using is that what has worked during the day, you just repost it at night between 9 and 11, which is normal peak time for Facebook and Instagram. So make sure to repost your top articles or your top posts when the social network has the peak in terms of users, in terms of viewers. So reposting is one thing, but imagine that, I don't know, this post here, I just did a typo and I want to, or maybe there is like a copyright infringement and I'm just using an image that I'm not allowed to use. Something that we have implemented is the ability to delete directly from Marfield Amplify the post on the social network. So if I click here on delete, I'm not going to do it, obviously, but this action is going to delete this post directly from WhatsApp. Or if I do that, I'm going to delete it directly from Facebook. Or even better, I know how stressful those situations are. What we have implemented is the ability to delete multiple posts on different networks at the same time. So I'm going to click here and you can delete all at once the campaign. no rush, no problem. And if this happens, I don't know, in after hours of the office, where like the person that has access to the social networks is not in the office, you are going to be able to do that directly from within Marfeel Amplify. Okay, so lots of things, eh? Let's look into, we've said that we can plan things, right? So that we can repost the best performers, and I'm going to be able to just repost it at a later stage. And this is something that you can do from lots of different places. You can see, for example, as well, the delete and reposting icons should be all over the place, even from the feed view. Something else that I can do is that if I've reposted and I add it to my queue, for example, for the weekend, because I don't know, get used to repost things, I don't know, at night, as we've said, but also during the weekends. How can I make sure that the weekend is gonna be looking like as I wish? So welcome to the planning view. This is like a 3 days view, for example. That's gonna give me everything that you are used to with the recommendations. You can just click here, and that's gonna show you what's on the queue for Friday, what's on the queue for Saturday, and you can just start dragging and dropping and planning your weekend ahead of time. So make sure that everything that you want to be published, it's going to be published whenever you want it to be published. So again, there is like a week, a 7 days view as well. That's normally like for magazines or accounts that are publishing less amount of content. And yeah, we've said here, we've discussed lots of things on how can I do to schedule my content, right? So, and it's a human being just taking care of everything. But what happens during the weekends or like on the after office hours, or like maybe you can put a lot of your attention in big accounts, like the main ones that you have as a publisher. What happens into those secondary accounts that maybe you don't have the resources just to pay attention to? So something that was part of Amplify was the ability to auto-publish. So something that you can set up the system. So going to settings, so it can do automatic posting at certain hours of the day. So for example, in this case, auto posting is off, but imagine that I want to say that, from midnight to 7 a.m. every 30 minutes, all days of the week, I want it to publish things automatically. I'm not going to enable it, but if I apply that, you see that during after hours, I could be setting up things on Autopublish mode, and that would start publishing without any human doing any actions, right? So it's going to be using like this recommender or any recommender that you want, and it would start publishing. Something new that we've added is we've simplified the way to, to manage every day. So you don't have to create lots of things. As you can see, that's an improvement, super useful. And but all those things are not new. So except for like usability improvements that we've been putting in place, right? But we've got lots of requests because this is slide that I'm going to show you, because in our previous launch week, we shared lots of analytics saying that, for example, you have like a post plus link preview. Okay, that's a type. There is like a post with a link and an image, okay, that it's like with a bigger aspect ratio, so there is more real estate. And there is another one which is the same without the link. And what we shared on our previous launch week was that the reach, okay, of this same content published with this format without with a wider, like bigger image, had 3x the reach of this link preview. And this one without the link and putting the link on the first comment had between 4 to 5 times the reach. Fantastic. This is why we've invested so much time in a system that allows you as a human being to create, post images, post with images with a bigger aspect ratio and all these things. Now, what's the news that we are announcing? The big announcement that we are making today is that this is now fully supported in Autopublish mode. This was not supported. Autopublish at on Marfeel was only supporting link preview, but starting today, we are supporting templating and everything that you can do as a human being. It can be enabled in Autopublish mode. So let's take a look at how this works. We've added this new posting tab on the setups. You will see that the settings have changed quite a lot. And we now have a dual mechanism to set things up. So on one hand, we have manual posting, and on the other, we have auto posting. So the first thing that you can do is like, instead of selecting article link preview, I'm going to select photos. Okay, don't select OG image because that's going to post only the image. This is what we had until yesterday. But you can just go with photos, and that's going to allow you to choose which layout you want to use. You can use different aspect ratios. You can use lots of different things. The great news as well is that you can choose several of them. And what this is going to do is that, as you can see, that's adding multiple templates, and the system is going to randomly publish using one of them. Why is this good? Because the richness that you are going to add, visually speaking, to your feed is going to be fantastic. So users, you need to get their attention. And by publishing different types of visuals is going to help on that a lot. But we didn't leave it here. So it's not only that we've added the ability to have like branded layouts that we can overlay your logo on top of the pictures, and that gets like bigger real estate. But starting today, we also support Copilot. So up until today, the only thing that we could do was to put OG descriptions or OG titles. Okay, this is what we were supporting. I don't know, since until yesterday. Starting today, for example, if you don't want to publish directly the title that comes from the CMS, or you want to put some creativity into it, what you can do is just come here. You don't need to type anything really, and you will see the Copilot prompts that you've got. In this case, I'm on Facebook, so these are prompts compatible with Facebook, and you can just type click here, and that's I'm sorry because that didn't I just misclick, and that's going to use this. And for example, you can say published by AI, and even then you can add the URL, for example, in case that you want to put the URL on, or any of the other things that, and you can combine things. Remember, the prompts, you can fully customize them. It can be your prompt. You can use ours, but you can use yours as well. And also, in case that you want to publish a photo and you don't want to put the link, because I'm not adding the link here, what you can do is enable the custom comment. Okay, and here what I'm going to do is I'll add the title, and then I'll add the link at the very end. Marfield Amplify is going to take care of the shortener. It's going to take care of everything else, so you can do this only from a templating standpoint of view. And again, remember that you want to set this up because the results, the impact is going to be massive. Okay, so again, as part of the simplification, you can see in lots of different places that a post body in manual posting for Facebook is the one as defining global settings. So global settings, you can click here and that's going to take you there, but you can also go from here. And if I go into appearance or posting, you will see that there's like a revamp of that. So we've got the defaults. Okay, so if you want your blue sky, all of them to behave exactly the same way, you can just come here and you don't have to do like a setup on a one-by-one account basis. Okay, we have lots of customers that have hundreds of accounts. So it has all been thought so it scales properly and makes you productive. And last but not least, everything I've shared with you today, we've got our new shiny Marfield Academy. So you can get a Marfeel certification. We've got 4 courses that you can just go and take with 56 lessons in total. If we go into academy.marfeel.com, you will see that there is one for Amplify, where you will be able to go through everything that I've explained today on a course basis. Okay, so there is 23 lessons. Make sure to get certified on Marfeel. Everything is explained. And if you are missing any bits and pieces, let us know, and we will be creating more courses and updating those accordingly. And with that said, I said that it would be like a short one, very packed, lots of new things that we are very excited about. But yeah, the great news is that everything is available right now as I'm speaking. And as a recap, we've added our enterprise partnership with Twitter. We now support publishing video, both Facebook and Instagram, and shortly, very shortly, we will have YouTube and TikTok. We now have polls both on WhatsApp and X. There is full support for branded content. We now support geolocalizing your posts and tagging people. And also, we've added the ability to create different variants using text styles and different logos. By the end of this presentation, you will have lots of new presets that you will be able to use and combine with emojis. And remember that deleting a post because of copyright infringements or because of typos or because, I don't know, any problem that you had with the post, you can do it directly within the tool. And also, you can repost those great hits that you've published the ones that bring you the most clicks, you can just schedule for reposting at the end of the day, during the weekend, and so on. Also, you have like the weekly plan view where you can just move things around, very useful normally for the weekend. And also something that I forgot to mention. So that's why it's good to have like the recap. So let's jump into it. Remember that we've got our recommender, okay, that you can plug in into the automatic, into the auto publisher, but you can also combine it in, I don't know, and use it here as a recommendations. So something that is new as well is that we've got a new type of recommender. So there is a new ranking profile, which is the best posts. That's going to do on your behalf the posting of the posts with the most clicks and better performance. It's going to be publishing them or republishing depending on your criteria. So very, very useful. And also something that we've heard is that it's annoying to have like something, I don't know, RSS feed driven recommendations. This is why we have our own recommender, and now you can change. So for example, you can say, hey, publish one article based on this setup. If there is no article, so imagine earthquakes, okay? I'm in San Francisco, there is earthquakes. So if there is like an article with an earthquake, publish it. If not, go for another kind of recommendations. If not, go for another one. And you can create chains of recommendations. So the system follows exactly the same prioritization that you would follow inside the newsroom. And yeah, that's what we call multi-feed recommender. And last but not least, we've got Autopublish Mode, which is going to be a game changer for you just to cover your back in after hours or during the weekend. And remember that everything that we have explained is available as a training, as a course where you can get certified on Marfield Academy. And yeah, that's everything that we had for today. Lots of things. And it's time to jump into Q&A.
Thank you very much, Xabi, for this 30-minute jam-packed presentation. We do have a few questions, and I'm going to start with an easy one. Can you upload custom fonts?
Absolutely. Custom fonts are fully supported. I'm going to show you how. There is different ways. There is documentation for that. But if you go into global settings and appearance, what you can do is like add your typical font face, and that's going to be here how you declare like a new font face. And if you want to upload it, again, so there is a mechanism to upload them. But normally due to copyrights, we prefer the fonts to be like hosted by you or like elsewhere, like on Google Fonts.
Okay. And can I filter for a section in the automatic publication?
Yes, absolutely. So that's a great question, actually, that I didn't cover, but we are going to take a look at it right now. So I'm going to go into one of those feeds. Okay, so that's the Facebook account for Grupo Nación. And what I can do is go into the recommender and let's get, for example, I'm just going to create a new one to avoid messing them. It's a content restriction. So to restrict the sections that I want the recommender to recommend, what I can do is come here and say, hey, I want only the sports section. So that is going to give you like a preview of the recommendations that is giving you the traffic of the last 48 hours, I think. And that's the way to do it. Okay. And you can add lots of different restrictions, not only by section, but you can do it by topic, by folder, by author. Basically, most of the dimensions that we do have, like at the data warehouse level, should be available here for you.
Super. Can I publish a link without searching it in Marfeel?
Yes. So the way to do that is coming here, and there's like a new campaign that you can do. And you just click here. And when you are here, I don't know, you just choose where you want to publish, and you can just publish whatever you want. And here it's going to be your responsibility to put the link and put everything, but yeah, it's fully supported.
Beautiful. For posts with a link in the first comment, have you studied, in addition to reach, traffic to the link? Does traffic increase or decrease?
Yeah. So we've studied it. Again, this is something that changes on account by account basis. This is something that we are happy to help you look into and just look your specific situations. Normally, we don't get less clicks, given that there is way more reach. The clicks are kind of equivalent, okay, and it compensates. Also, a different strategy that we've seen from different publishers is that you post, for example, with link preview, and with this you get clicks, and then if it works, you republish it as a post with a link in the first comment. So you get both. You get exposure, you get distribution, and you get clicks in the case that the links in first comment are not working for you. But remember that we are able to track, and we are automatically tracking clicks on the first comment. Okay, so here when you come on the post or whenever you go into Explore, okay, so let me show you this. But if I go here, oops, misclick. I wanted to click here. So when we go into Explore, every single thing that we can measure here, we see it. Okay, so you have all the data. And by the way, yeah, sorry, because I forgot what I was answering. So the social clicks, this is automatically tracking as well the clicks on the first comment. Okay, so you will be able to just differentiate and see how different posts are performing. And by the way, we've covered only a fraction of everything that we've released today. And now that I'm on this screen, we wanted to focus on Amplify, but you will find lots of quality of life improvements. One that I'm extremely proud of what the team has done is the downloads. And for example, something that we can do right now is directly export to Google Sheets or Excel, Microsoft Excel. So if I click here, that's gonna ask me to connect my Google Sheets. I'm allowing it to just publish it on my behalf. And as I come back, that's now exporting the whole data that I have on Explore, and that works for every single report. That's now creating, and I didn't press anything, and boom, I've got it on Google Sheets with just one click. Okay, so you don't have to download the CSV, import it, and yeah, we are trying to give you minutes and minutes of productivity on a daily basis.
Excellent, excellent. Just the name of that file makes it easier to find it again and to know if you have the latest version. And I love just the finding convention of that. So for post, sorry, I read this one again. Do the prompts read the entire article or just based on the title?
The whole article. So, and that's a good question as well. And again, if I go into Prompt Manager, let me see which prompt. I was not prepared for that. So the prompt, you can have here the entire article in context, and you can put whatever you want here. That would be your prompt. And we can give, and actually our out-of-the-box prompts take into consideration the whole article, okay? And obviously the title. So you have the full article in context of the prompt.
Excellent. WhatsApp. WhatsApp is only for profiles or also channels?
Actually, it's only channels. So we are now connected to, and let me give you an example. Well, I'm not sure what we are going to see, but let's take a look. So for example, I'm going to open this on WhatsApp, and that's on, oops, wrong click. That is this, oops. Okay, I don't know where I clicked, but basically it's channels. So short answer is channels.
Okay. We're having some problem to personalize our CSS. Is there a document or a video that teach how to do this?
Yes, we have a lot of documentation. Unfortunately, it's not yet published. So our expectation is to publish it next week. Okay, so there is a lot of documentation. It's on the final stage of reviewing. In the meantime, don't hesitate to directly ask our colleagues on the channel, on the support channel. Ask them, hey, I'm doing this. Can you, if you send us directly the Figma file or the Photoshop, we are going to take care of them, okay, of putting it in place on your behalf, okay, until we have the documentation. So make sure just to ask our colleagues, can you help, or your account manager, and we are going to jump and directly build them on your behalf.
Is it possible to mix formats, links plus image and link in Autopilot?
I'm just thinking, not the way it's built right now. So short answer, but just to be direct, no. So, but let me restate what I understood is that you want to mix. Sorry, yes, sorry, yeah. So basically on auto posting, the post type, and this, we didn't have time to just release that today, but it's going to come very soon. So here we cannot combine, okay? And you just need to choose the post type. What we are landing next week is two options, which is optimize for reach or optimize for clicks. If you do that, the system is going to be intelligently combining different types of posts. Okay, again, you are not gonna, it's not gonna be random, it's gonna be data driven, and we are gonna be applying different things. And this is gonna come, this is coming probably as soon as next week. And you will see it. Well, there will be some release notes, but the way it's going to be, I think it's optimized for engagement and optimized for reach, which is clicks or views.
Okay. So someone says they like to prepare Instagram posts manually with Photoshop using a variety of different formats like quotes, text, infographics, etc. And the question is, can I save, organize, and schedule my draft in Amplify, let's say for the weekend?
Yes. So I'm going to answer the question is yes. So for example, imagine that you want to publish, I don't know, I'm going to choose Facebook in this case. You could upload your images directly from here, and that would be whatever you've crafted directly on Photoshop, and you can come and upload them. And from here, once we have it, hold on, because I'm not sure why it's not allowing me to do that. Okay, there we go. So we have the queue on, and then you can schedule it, for example, for Saturday. Okay, and that would put it on the queue, and the system would decide the hour. But if you really know the hour that you want to publish this, then you can just put both time and date. Now, my recommendation on Photoshop, happy that you do so, but the templating system and this thing that you described on your question about having infographics, about having quotes, I cannot show more customers, but the richness of the templates that you can have is massive. So normally, again, if you want to talk to us, share these Photoshop templates with us through the chat or through the account manager, and we will put them in place for you to be able to, I don't know, not even need to use Photoshop.
Excellent. Is there a simple way of comparing Autopublish with manual posting? I would be hesitant to switch to auto posting, but trial may work.
I'm thinking. So probably we have some dimension to do that. On Explore, I'm not sure right now, to be honest, but there is lots of dimensions here. Probably if it's not exposed, we should, yeah, actually this is not exposed, but we could do it because we have the poster. Obviously we are publishing it. So we could definitely track that so you can compare it. Yeah. I'm just writing this down as a request. So whoever asks, I would appreciate if this can be asked on the chat directly, so it goes into our backlog request system, and we can prioritize it from there. I'm just taking note about it, but yeah.
Excellent.
And I guess that this is even better if we just put the, so we can even compare different social managers, which in the end, it's like the auto posting is like the bot, and it would be the same thing.
Okay, dokie. Something jumps. Is this webinar going to be recorded? I would like to review it later if possible.
Yeah, it's being recorded and it's going to be made available as soon, probably as tomorrow, if not Monday.
Okay, super. And that's pretty much it. I think I'll give it an extra second.
Okay, so we've covered lots of questions, all good questions. Let me just close all this and get back to the presentation. And with the countdown, Alex?
Well, I have
there's more questions coming through.
Second questions, and I have more actually popping up as well.
Okay.
So can we post to Blue Sky and Threads?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, now I've closed the tool. So yeah, Blue Sky and Threads are fully supported, and I'm not sure if on this account we have them set up, but let's give that a try. Yeah, so there is a Blue Sky here, and I can do that on Threads. They don't have Threads, but that's definitely something that you can set up. You can go into integrations, accounts, and look, you can connect Threads and you can connect Blue Sky. So all those are fully supported. WhatsApp, Telegram, all those, yeah, and everything should work. Everything that I've explained should be compatible with those networks.
Excellent. Can you show us where to turn auto posting again?
Yes. So yeah, let's take a look at it. So I have to go into the feed. I'm going to look into this one. Okay, it's the one that I was using before. And now when you come here, you have to go into schedule. And the schedule, this is telling me that, I don't know, for all day long, the recommendations that I'm going to be getting are breaking news. Okay, that this is how it translates. And breaking news, it's a recommender. Now, if I don't do anything else, this is the suggestions that the system is going to be giving me as a human being. If you want the system to publish those suggestions that it's making, you can just come here and you say automatically publish recommendations from this recommender every 5 minutes, which days of the week, and you apply. Okay, and you will see this little auto label, and that means that it's now automatic. So if we wanted to do something different, for example, let's say, imagine that you want it to be on autopilot only from midnight to 9 a.m. And then the rest of the day, we want to put it manually because it's, I don't know, working hours for you. You just do this, but you want to publish Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday and Sunday. No. And this would be like on manual mode. Okay, so you can just combine the things. And here, for example, you could even choose like, I don't know, the evergreen content, whatever strategy you have. So you can have and combine different types of contents, different recommenders on different times of the day and different days of the week, and combine autopilot with a manual mode.
Excellent. And Colby, because you asked the question, if you need any more help, the little blue Marfeel icon down the page, click on it and get someone to help you with that. Okay, we are here for that. Somebody asked about use Amplify to post stories on Instagram.
Okay, so I guess the question is if we support it. Short answer is yes, definitely, absolutely. So you have to come here. I'm going to get like an Instagram account. So I don't know, this one, it's okay. And now by out of the box, this publisher is publishing like a post. But if you come here, you can just select story, and that's going to give you like a story preview. And that, again, there is different layouts, there is different everything. And that as you publish, it's going to become like a story.
Beautiful. And thank you, Fernando, for the question and for sharing that Autopost on WhatsApp and Telegram during the weekend are working well for you, and they are awesome, to use your word. And that was our last question. No, that's it. There is no more questions. So
okay, so no, there is. I'm just reading the chat, Alex. Again, it's on the auto posting. So auto posting is something that you need to enable on a feed by feed basis. Okay, so if you enable it on Nacion.com, then you will have to go and enable it on La Teja. This is as of today. We are working on a mechanism, which again might take a couple of weeks to be in place, but it's going to be like on the global settings. Okay, at the global settings right now, there is no option to enable it on all of them.
Okay. And we have Sarah asking, can you UT a link in the story?
Not yet. Okay, that's coming as well. So right now we can UTM any post. Basically, you can add your custom UTMs. Even you can just personalize whatever. At the story level, that's going to be like sticker, and that's coming soon.
Perfect. Perfect.
All those things that you need, don't hesitate to systematically add them. Okay, those things that are missing features or things that you maybe feel that you don't know, or those things that you feel that are making you waste like a minute of your time, systematically ask our support team. They are wonderful. We have Raquel, we have Rocio, we have everyone just here, and we're working for you. Let us know what is annoying you from the product, what you are missing, or what's annoying you from the flow. Okay, and we will make sure to prioritize all those things.
Excellent. Last question, and then we go. Do you have analytics from WhatsApp and Telegram?
Absolutely, yes. We are like an analytics company. So that's our pillar. So the thing here is that you can come here. I'm going to get into this WhatsApp account. Let me just do that as an easy way. So that's giving me the WhatsApp feed. And now, once I click into this, two things. So obviously we do have all the metrics, posts, we have clicks. Obviously, WhatsApp doesn't provide views, but we have clicks because we are tracking clicks, and we do also have followers. And you can just look into this data over time from Explore. Okay, you can filter by the account name, the WhatsApp, all those things. We are fully tracking them. Okay, on all networks. There is some networks that don't give us views, but the rest we should be able to be tracking them.
Beautiful.
Okay, so I think we are done, right, Alex?
Yes, we are done for the day. So thank you, everyone, for your time. Do not hesitate to ask for the features. Do not hesitate, and I will highly recommend go to take your certification. You will learn tons of things about the platform. I think it's beyond the certification is really great because it gives you some good trainings about the platform and everything like that. Give us suggestions. We love that. We thrive because of that. And thank you, Chabi, for this 50 minutes of intensity. And
I'm gonna say thank you to the team because everything that they've delivered and put together, it's insane. You cannot imagine what it means to deliver so many things the same day. So big congratulations to the entire Marfield team.
Wow, thank you. And this is recorded, so don't worry, we will be using this in our advantage. Thank you, everyone, and keep looking at your emails because we love to do those webinars, and probably and for sure the next one is coming soon. Thank you, everyone.
Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Bye.